Good day, fellow investors. I want to start a new series called Stock Market Irrationalities and discuss things that make also investors lose money, irrational behavior over the long term, and also in this case, part one will be investing in hot trends makes me look stupid, and how that is also something to think about when it comes to long-term wealth accumulation. Over the last year, I haven't been called an idiot much. Tesla down 50%, so I didn't feel really at ease with myself. Fortunately, over the last month, I have been called an idiot again. And very often, so I made a video about NVIDIA, just a short one, saying why I will never invest, how it's crazy overvalued, made it somewhere here. And what happened? Well, NVIDIA, since I made the video, is up 37%. And there were many comments how NVIDIA is the best investment out there. And that makes me actually very happy because now the world has returned to normality and I am again an idiot, which fits me perfectly when it comes to YouTube investing environments. Because what I do is completely different. You can check my research platform. As I say always, I'm a passionate value investing wealth accumulator, which then is completely different than chasing NVIDIA. This was a great comment discussing this, and that's also why I'm making this video. John says, can you please explain how does Druckenmiller buy the most overvalued stock NVIDIA and make 150 million off of it? Seems he must have a deep knowledge of how the market will respond to earnings growth even if a stock is overvalued. So we'll discuss that, but also another great investor, Peter Lynch, if you had to live off the profits from investing in the hottest stocks in each successive hot industry, one by one, soon you'd be on welfare. Now, when it comes to investing in hot trends, what happens? Everyone, even your cousin, and that hurts the most, is making money. That's the first pattern in that investing world. Secondly, it really seems the world is changing. AI, chips, electrification, blockchain, the world as we know it will change. In 10 years, when you wake up in the morning, the blockchain will do all the necessities for you. That's how the world will change. Of course, a little bit of irony and joking, I'm sure it will change the world. Everything there will change the world, like the internet changed the world. However, there is a huge difference between what really changes the world and where you can make a lot of money. That's very important to understand over the long term. Then what happens is the trend reinforces itself. Bitcoin went up, I think how many? 10,000 new cryptocurrencies were introduced because there was money flowing into the sector. Valuations, real returns don't matter anymore, and there you have only promises. And it becomes a gambling situation where Druckenmiller knows how to gamble with low risk and high reward. That's Stanley Druckenmiller. Understanding the volatility, understanding how to protect himself with who knows what kind of options, shorts, whatever, and moving extremely fast. Druckenmiller can be in a position in the morning and by lunch he can be out of a $100 million position. That's Stanley Druckenmiller. That's why he is the best of the best. Another the best of the best is Peter Lynch, who also knows that he cannot do what Druckenmiller says, but also can achieve great returns in a different way. So now we have NVIDIA. Nobody liked it just a few months ago, closer to 100. Now we are again closer to 400. So crazy volatility, and I have no idea where will this go. I think it will go lower, but before it goes lower, it can go much higher on the situation, and it will take some time for NVIDIA to justify this price-earnings ratio, but I say, let's say 5 years, And over those 5 years, there will be a lot of volatility, but the risk is simply too high for us value investors. Another trend that really boomed, similarly, electrical vehicles. And now you can see that over the last 2 years, I think it's down 30%. So all those that bought at the peak of the AI trend, like now the peak, all those that bought at the peak of the electrical vehicle trend, like those that are buying now at the peak of the AI trend, well, it takes other things than just the hot trend being the hottest stock to make money. I don't hear anyone asking me about marijuana stocks now, so that's also how these hot trends often end up arc. And that's why Peter Lynch says most people end up on welfare if they plan to live on these hot stocks. Yes, you make it once, but make it 3 times in a row, and congratulations if you can do that. So what is the answer is that it's okay that your cousin makes more money. We as value investors invest. We don't compete. We don't want to be the hot investor discussing Teslas. We want to accumulate wealth, and then you will see it's a process of a decade, 2 decades, and simply a wealth accumulation differentiation happens. You end up with abundance, well off, thinking, how are those guys still always struggling with money? That's my reality. I don't know whether that is yours too, but if you're a value investor, let me know in the comments. It really seems the world is changing or ending every second year. The world was ending for NVIDIA just 6 months ago, which is how the market works. The stock is up, must be good. Most investors think like that, and it's much easier to buy something that is confirmed by the market. Druck is hedged, as I always say. He is a genius on doing that, so very hard that you can do the same. So just a discussion here on irrationalities. Already prepared 9 more quick irrationalities topics. So subscribe, check my research platform, and I'll see you in the next video.